I'm Dru Stevenson. This is for my administrative law class. This is going to be a short video where I give an overview of Exemption 6 to the Freedom of Information Act. FOIA Exemption 6 covers government, personnel, and medical files. So let's dive in. The Freedom of Information Act, you're probably aware, requires federal agencies to turn over documents or information they have upon request, subject to some big exceptions. And there are 9 statutory exemptions of broad categories of information that are not subject to disclosure. Number 6 out of 9 is the one I'm talking about here. And basically, FOIA disclosure rules do not apply to matters that are, quote, personnel and medical files and similar files, the disclosure of which would constitute a clearly unwarranted invasion of personal privacy. This is in 5 U.S.C. 552b6. I'm going to give you a couple quick examples of FOIA Exemption 6 in the courts from recent years. The first is the Center for Public Integrity versus the Department of Energy from 2020. And here the Department of Energy invoked FOIA Exemption 6 when it withheld contractor names, government contractor names, and email addresses in response to a FOIA request for reports related to nuclear science and safety. There was a serious potential for unwarranted invasion of the contractor's privacy via unwanted attention or harassment by anti-nuke activists who are opposed to nuclear research and these types of government contracts. So that's one example from 2020 from a federal district court in D.C. The second quick example I want to give about FOIA Exemption 6 is Horvath versus the U.S. Secret Service. This is a 2019 case, also from a federal district court in D.C. Basically, a Secret Service employee had filed a workplace retaliation complaint and then submitted a FOIA request asking for records about the service's internal investigation into their own complaint. The Secret Service invoked Exemption 6, and the court here agreed. The court said that in the internal inquiry, agents had interviewed employees who did not want to be identified as possible witnesses to these supposed or alleged incidents that had occurred that gave rise to the complaint and litigation. The service had already released some information about how it handled the allegations, including a general picture of the complaint and the steps that it had taken in response. And so the court here sided with the government, and they did not have to disclose the additional information that was being requested. And that wraps up our quick overview of FOIA Exemption 6. Thanks for watching.